everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby and let's talk about it. This winter arc trend, what is it? What is winter arc? It says right here, the winter arc refers to a period where individuals use the coldest, darkest days of the year as a means to refocus, pre-visualize, and arrive at their desired destination. Alright, they made that way too deep. The winter arc is essentially your time to get it together. Simple as that. I like to think of it as a period where you focus on goal setting, habit development, and work on discipline for self-improvement. It is a time where you lock in. So today you are going to make a plan that you're going to stick to for 90 days. So at the end of your winter arc, you're going to be unrecognizable. A lot of people started this trend in October, but I'm from California, so it's now just getting kind of chilly. In this video, we're going to talk about setting goals for your lock-in season, advice on how to start and thrive in your winter arc, and you guys are going to be able to see my daily routine in this season. We're nearing the end of the year, and everybody on January 1st wants to be like, new year, new me, but y'all ain't changing overnight. So that is why we're going to start now. So by January 1st, you can actually say that. My goal for you guys is to transform from the inside out, from the way that you carry yourself to the way that you look. We're going to hit everything. We're going to hit physical goals, health goals, emotional goals, spiritual goals, all that. When I tell you in depth, I mean it. I have my little iPad. I have all my little notes on here. So let's get to it. But wait, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video. And if you want to support me, you can just hit the like button and leave a comment. Maybe let me know what other videos you guys want to see, or I don't know, any other tips that you guys might have to share with all the other girlies. Like this video, subscribe, love you. Let's talk about an analysis. I know, doesn't sound cute at all. In order to know what we want to achieve, I think it's really important that we just examine where we are right now and be honest with yourself. Just because analyzing where you are is really going to help you better structure your goals and your daily schedule. First thing we want to ask ourselves is, what am I spending a lot of time on? What we have our eyes on is what's going to be watered. It can be bad or it can be good. If I'm spending a lot of time at the gym, it's going to help me physically. Am I spending a lot of time watching TV? Is what I'm watching helping me? Is it educating me? Is it pushing me towards my goals, or is it taking away time from my goals? Am I scrolling on TikTok a lot? Is that helping me? What's even on my For You page? Is it killing my brain cells? Are the environments we're putting ourselves in helpful? This isn't just like where you are, it's also who you're with. So let's talk about where you are first. If my room is a mess, it is a clear indication that this is also a mess. I'm the type of person where if my room isn't clean, I feel like I need to get that straight first before I do anything else. So making sure that you have a clean environment where you could sleep well in, you could work well in, is so necessary for like having a clear mind and just boosting your mood overall. Having a messy room causes me so much stress. Where are you going out to? Are you going out to eat? Are you going out to eat every day? Is it helping your financial goals? Is it helping your health? Like, pay attention to these things. I'm not saying don't go out to eat at all, because I love me a good little dinner. But every day, once this weather starts dropping even more, promise, you're not even going to want to go outside. But don't abuse that DoorDash. The fees are so expensive on DoorDash. It's actually criminal. Making sure to set yourself up for your meals is key. So meal prepping, setting time for your meals, and making sure you're home when you're supposed to eat is gonna help you a lot. So if that means not hanging out with your friends as much, you might just have to do that. And it might encourage your friends to even do the same. Also, speaking of friends, who are the people that you're talking to daily? Y'all know that saying where it says like, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang around the most. And honestly, that is so true. When I used to go out and party and go to the clubs, guess what my 5 friends around me were doing? Going to the clubs with me, encouraging me to take shots. If my 5 friends are all going to church, where am I going to be? With them worshiping the Lord? Friends are a choice. Be around people you want to be like. Just really take this time to examine where you are, who you're hanging out with. Are the relationships that you have in your life healthy? I personally don't think your relationships have to be an exchange. I do think that they have to be intentional, meaning you should have in your head, is this relationship one where they are pouring into me? Are we pouring into each other, or am I in this friendship to pour into them? I think understanding too the dynamic and the intention behind the relationship will also guide you into the expectations of each relationship and the proximity you should have to that person. We literally need friendship. I don't care what social media says about, oh, I'm by my lonely, it's just me, da 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 da. We need people in our lives to be better people. Ooh, another thing about friends, like, are your friends just yes men? Do they just cheer you on to every single thing? You're like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with this guy even though he's toxic. They're like, girl, do you? Like, that's not a friend. Because what? Make sure that you're having friends around you that are calling you higher. Are they encouraging you? Can you even be open to them about the things going on in your life? What is a close friend if you guys can't be open with each other? And don't just examine them, because we could be easily real critical, talking about, oh, that person's not good for me. Babe, there's a part of you that's not healed that chose them as a friend. Also make sure, like, am I even being a good friend? Do you have a schedule, or do you just wake up and vibe? It's time that we have some vision for our lives, you guys. At least have vision for your day. If you do already have a routine in place, take this time to examine if it's still aligned with the goals that you now have. It's really, really important to structure your daily tasks that are going to help you work towards your goals. Because when you are starting to pursue a new goal, it can be very overwhelming and like feel so far away. But if you break it down into pieces, at least like 30 minutes a day you work on this, or you're instilling this habit that's going to help you work towards that bigger goal, it's going to feel a lot less anxiety inducing. Another huge thing in entering your winter arc is, how do you talk to yourself? Are you being nice to yourself? Are you being too nice to yourself that you're not being honest? I'm Christian, so we believe life and death are in the power of the tongue. Speaking negative things over yourself will affect you. Your life will start to align with what you say. I'm no therapist or anything, but I really wanted to brush up on this, which is called a cognitive distortion. And Google says it is a thought that is irrational or exaggerated and causes someone to perceive reality inaccurately. We can say things that we start to believe, and then that's how we perceive ourselves. So there's a lot of different distortions, but let me read off a few. Overgeneralizing: when a single negative event occurs and you believe it is a pattern. For example, a student receives a bad grade on one exam. Based on this, they think that they are stupid and a failure and believe that all future exams they will get a bad grade as well. Right? That could be very discouraging. Personalization: when you feel personally responsible or guilty for things that you can't control. Or honestly, whenever you make any type of goal, right? Like whenever we're stepping out of what's normal, 9 times out of 10, everything doesn't go as planned. So if you are discouraged by 1 or 2 hiccups when you are on the pathway to success, and you believe that that 1 or 2 hiccups is indication that you failed, that is a lie, and that is unhealthy thinking. So really try to catch yourself when you're having these unhealthy thinking patterns. Take those thoughts captive. Make it obedient to Christ. Yeah. Not only language towards yourself, but also the way that you talk about the things that you do throughout your day. Instead of, I have to do this errand. Oh my gosh, I have to go to the gym. If you've watched my vlog, you've seen me in moments where I'm like, I have to go to the gym. But then I literally catch myself. I'm like, no, I get to go to the gym. And like another thing, like when you are running errands and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. Think about even the car that you're driving to run the errands. Like you get to have a car. Like you are so blessed. Shifting your mindset into more of a state of gratitude is really going to help make getting things done a lot easier and a more pleasant experience. I literally pushed back doing all this for so long. I'd be like, I need to have this in place. I need to have this light. I need to have this camera. I need to do this. I need to lose this weight. Girl, like these are literally excuses. Just start. What I want you to ask yourself are the excuses you're making to start the gym, start going to church, start doing this, start doing this. Are you actually unable to start these things, or are you just making an excuse? Like, are you able? Is there any way that you could walk around what is stopping you from starting something. Sometimes we make such big goals, which is amazing. I want you guys to dream big. I want you guys to make huge goals for your life. Have vision. But are you getting discouraged because you're not meeting these goals within a certain amount of time? This is where you need that balance. Have goals and be realistic. If it's a big goal, give yourself grace. Allow yourself that room to mess up. Actually, something that you could even do to like encourage yourself, break down your goals. If I'm like, oh, I want to start this business, maybe don't do everything at once to start that business. Maybe take a class, make that a goal, focus on that. That is something that's going to be more realistic, and then that you could check off to have that motivation to keep striving towards that bigger goal. Also, I really want you guys to just stop caring what people think. Because people are going to say what they want to say. I have the craziest comments. If any of those comments got to me, I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. And I think I've said this in another video, but don't even look to the left or look to the right. Don't care about the compliments. I mean, of course, like your friends could encourage you. If you are looking to human validation to push you and fuel you, at some point you're gonna allow human rejection to push you back. I literally tunnel vision to my goal. I don't even care. And then maybe y'all like it, maybe you won't, but I do. I promise you, people don't care as much as you think. Most people are literally trying to figure out their day-to-day life. But if they do care about what you're doing, maybe it's an opportunity for you to motivate them. But overall, I just think like having reflection time at the end of every single day will help you continuously realign yourself with your goals every single day, because you're going to be able to track where you are emotionally, physically, spiritually, all that. Now that we've seen where we kind of are, let's start setting some goals. For 90 days, think about what you want to focus on, and like by the end of the year, what do you want to have happen? These goals can be instilling daily habits, or it can also be like a long-term goal. But if you want to achieve something, it won't happen just like that. You also need to plan out how you're going to execute this goal. So I'm going to share with you guys my personal goals and why I'm choosing these goals and how I'm going to be structuring it. And then you're going to see my daily routine that is going to implement my daily tasks that are pushing me towards what I want. So let's talk first about physical goals. Because I ain't gonna lie, the past few months I feel like I've been a little bit off my game, so I gotta get back into it. My gym goal is going to be strengthening my core, getting toned, building my lower body, and running a 5K. Those are my physical goals for the winter. Building my lower body is going to be done lifting weights at the gym and eating lots of protein. Getting toned is going to be done by running along with the resistance training, and strengthening my core is going to be done with Pilates. Improving my sleep is something I've been trying to be better at, but I'm going to make it a thing. I will be better at sleep, even though I'm filming this at like midnight. The goal is to sleep by 10, wake up by 6. Really want to focus on balancing my hormones and my gut health. So taking probiotics every day, having a lot of healthy fats, high fiber, protein in my diet. Also balancing my cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone that your body produces. So in order to balance my hormones, I need to reduce my stress, which I'm going to be doing by straying from high intensity workouts every single day. So most of the days doing low intensity workouts like Pilates, listening to my body. If I'm feeling tired, not pushing myself, allowing myself to rest. This is pretty tied into health, but emotional goals. Sounds so silly, right? But so important to work on that inner healing. Be more grateful, live slower, be more intentional, and being nicer to myself / giving myself more grace. Therapy, I'm going to continue on with therapy, slowing down and being present, and also using more grounding methods throughout my day. Reflecting daily so I can check in with myself. Journaling daily, of course. Y'all know I love to journal. I love me a little Dear Diary moment. When I journal every day, it makes the biggest difference. Just being more reflective, like, oh, my day isn't that bad, because when I write it out on paper, actually more good things happen in my day than bad. So it really helps bring me back to reality and take things for what it actually is instead of the emotion that I'm feeling in the moment. Having better language and thinking towards myself, like I discussed earlier, and letting go of what's out of my control. Most of the things I'm good at, just kind of like giving it to the Lord, but there's some areas in my life where I'm really holding on to that I really just want to let go and be like, Lord, I don't want to carry this stress anymore, so I'm not going to worry about this area of my life. I'm going to just let you take care of it, and I'm going to focus on other things. Establishing career goals and things I want to start for the next year. So this winter, Q4, lock in, right? I make money through brand deals. So my goal is to secure X amount of deals. I really want to start drafting some business ideas for next year. I also started to pick up a hobby. I've always really been good at art and drawing and painting and stuff like that. 2 months ago, I started doing this art class once a week just so that I force myself to sit down and feed my creativity. And yeah, I might end up selling some paintings, whatever, but that's something that was one of the goals I really wanted to start this year. And so next year I could start pushing my artwork out. I also want to start my social media strategy for next year. If you want more ideas of other things that you could pick up this winter, just start any hobby. Or if you have any business idea or want to get into like marketing or anything, there's so many courses online. Like I think Facebook or Meta has like a digital marketing course. Like there's so many things that you could do and so many courses you could take. You could take anything. You could take an apologetics course. You could take like a Bible study course. Like educate yourself this winter. You're gonna be spending a lot of time inside, so just, I don't know, look up some courses online. I think there's like a website called like Coursera or something, and they have a lot of classes and you could kind of look. They have classes of all types. And last but not least, and actually first, spiritual goals. Strengthening my relationship with the Lord. I mean, we locked in already, but if you're Christian, as you know, sanctification is a lifelong journey, and we can always press into the Lord more and more and more. If you really want to start your relationship with the Lord, do it now, please. Greatest decision I've ever made, greatest decision you'll ever make. What I'm going to do this winter is ask the Holy Spirit to reveal to me what exactly you need me to work on, what you want to purge out of me, like what exactly does he want me to press into for the rest of the year, what needs to go so you could get closer to Jesus. I really want to focus on putting him first every day. I have seasons where I wake up in the morning and before I even have a thought out, I'm grabbing my Bible. I have some seasons where I wake up and I go to the gym. For me, I'm being called to come to him first in the morning just to show him that he is first. So I really want to establish that routine again. Another thing also along the lines of slowing everything down, I really want to be able to train myself in being able to sit in prayer for a long time. Those are my goals. All right, let's start this routine. This is the routine that I'm gonna be implementing now and bringing into the new year. Every day I'm doing daily tasks that are working towards an overhead goal. It's 6 a.m. Let's wake up. I'm gonna be so real, I have not been on my early morning routine, but it's time to start getting up early because time to lock in. We got stuff to do. And when I get up early, I'm just able to do so much. Like you always hear people talk about my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5. Personally, I'm waking up at 6, but you could do whatever works for your schedule. I found that waking up at 6 gives me just enough time to do everything I want without rushing too much, because I hate rushing in the morning. Like that is also why I have to get up so early, so that I'm not like, oh my gosh, I wake up and I'm already stressed because I have 30 minutes to get ready. The seasons of my life where I've actually been productive was always seasons where I was waking up really, really early and sleeping really, really early. Waking up early is going to help boost your mood, improve brain function, and you have more time to exercise and be more productive. If 5 a.m., 6 a.m. sounds too extreme, if you wake up at 8, start waking up at 7:45. Then maybe the next week, 7:30. You can make these small changes, but make sure that you're making some type of change. From 6 to 7 a.m., like I said, I'm putting Jesus first. So I'm gonna read and pray. God has kept his promises for ages. He will never ever tell a lie, tell a lie. You guys, I literally go insane if I don't spend time with the Lord. You gotta equip yourself for the day by being in your word. I like to use the Read Scripture app. By the way, not sponsored, but I love this app so much. My friend put me on. It does go through the Bible in chronological order, and it's a Bible in a year plan. It also pairs with Bible projects, so it has animations and videos alongside your readings that really help. But I would say that if you've never read the Bible before, go ahead and start in the 4 Gospels. Preferably start with John. I really recommend starting with John. And you know I have to make sure to put that D&D on because this phone, biggest distraction. Then after I do my reading for the day, I'll go ahead and move into prayer to thank God for the day, showing him gratitude, thanking him for who he is, asking him for guidance throughout the day. I ask if there's anything he wants me to focus on that day. A little encouragement for y'all. One thing I learned very well this year is that God sees you and he hears you. I've seen him answer so many of my prayers this year, and it's really built my faith up to even just like believe for more. Just really want to encourage you guys to pray in faith, but not only just to ask him for stuff, but literally just pray to be in his presence. Nothing is more transforming than just soaking up his presence and his love. I promise you, you do not want to enter 2025 without him. It's gonna change your life. 7 a.m. to 7:45, I'm gonna be focusing on hygiene, skincare, and getting dressed. We are too grown not to have a hygiene and skincare routine. A more in-depth video of this routine. If y'all want to see it, just let me know. But we always want to make sure, please y'all, please handle that breath, because now you're going about your day making people uncomfortable, and that's just not a good look. I always say naggle, not a good look. I've been an esthetician for years. I've worked in medical spas, and skin is your biggest organ, so why would you neglect it? Make sure this winter you're establishing your routine. Even go to one esthetician appointment and ask them about your skin, ask them what products are good for you, what ingredients you should be looking out for, so that you could be buying products that is good for your skin and actually helpful. At minimum, you guys should be having a cleanser, exfoliator, serum, moisturizer, and SPF. One thing that's really been a game changer is this device. This is from like Medicube, I believe, but it's a little device that I use every single day for 1 to 2 minutes. Pushes all my products into the skin so they work better, and it also just snatches my face and sculpts it up. I'm a big believer if you feel good, then you just perform better. Yeah, I like to do a little concealer on my little blemishes. I already have my little lash clusters on. Then I just move on to my hair. Since I am working out, I'm definitely gonna need my hair out of my face. I love a little slick ponytail to snatch at my face, or even just putting my hair in a clamp for like a little cute relaxed look. 'Cause I know y'all girlies can relate, but nothing is more motivating than a cute workout outfit. I got this Lululemon set when I was in my Lululemon phase at the beginning of the year. Let me tell you, I used to buy so many cheap sets like on Amazon and stuff, and they never lasted. This is actually lasting me. No other brands, no Gymshark, no Alphalete, no nothing complements my body shape the way that Lululemon does. That is why I chose this outfit. I just feel so good in it, and it's cute. It's pink. And since I am going to Pilates, I have to bring my grippy socks. If you've watched any of my videos where I talk about food, you guys know I do not play about my breakfast. It's 2024. Let's eat. For real. Before I started my health and fitness journey, I never ate breakfast. Little did I know it was affecting my health so much. Since I am going to exercise, I have to fuel up and have energy to get a good workout in. Healthy fats in the morning help sustain your energy levels, clear out brain fog, helps avoid spike in sugar levels. So you could get your healthy fats from like sardines or like even avocado. So like a cute little avocado toast would do it. Since I do want to focus on balancing my hormones, cortisol is your stress hormone. Like I was saying earlier, your cortisol naturally spikes when you wake up. So if you eat sugar or caffeine first thing in the morning, it's gonna spike it up even more. Another thing I'll do is avoid sugar and caffeine until after I eat. And having high cortisol can lead to cortisol belly, moon face, weight gain, breakouts, all that. I tend to break out if my stress levels are too much. But if you eat protein or healthy fats before, it's gonna really help reduce that spike. Like, we need to grow up. You can't live off one bottle of water a day. Grab you a cute little Owala. I personally like it better than Stanley. I used to use a Stanley, but it leaked so much. And get your water in, girl. Like, please. Everything will improve your mood, skin, your hair, your body. Trust me. So I like to take my supplements after I eat just because some of them can make me feel a little nauseous. When you're picking supplements, it's really good to know like what you're eating and what you might be lacking, what type of vitamins you might be lacking. At 8 a.m. I'm out of the house and I'm on the way to my Pilates class. I'm here on my own, but not for long. Hang on, there's another one waiting for you. Hang on, there's another one waiting. Hang on, there's another one waiting. Because I'm really focused on balancing my hormones, I've noticed my body has been responding really well to low impact workouts like Pilates. Since my goal is to tone my body and build my lower body, still go to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week just to hit really heavy leg days. But other than that, I really just do Pilates and some cardio. What I love about doing reformer Pilates is that it strengthens your core. If you are lifting in the gym, that core strength is going to help you lift better. But yeah, I really want to focus on strengthening my core even more this winter. Yeah, I'm gonna be snatched by 2025. So I did sign up for a 5K like I said. That is why I'm going on a run. I also really enjoy running. I just don't do it too often because if I do it every day, it will shoot up my cortisol levels. But since I am doing a 5K, I am running a little more than usual. But let me tell you, running is a different type of pain. But yeah, girl, like if you want to look snatched, weight training / resistance training and some cardio, you're good. And eat healthy, of course. After I run, I'll go home, take a little shower, and get dressed for my work day. I have the privilege of working from home. I do social media full time, but even though I'm home, I still like to look good or look decent. Because if I'm just in my pajamas, no makeup, I'm going to sleep. Like, I'm not going to be motivated. There's just something about putting yourself together that just makes you want to work better. I'm going to go ahead and eat my post-workout snack. This is a chia seed pudding that I prepped the night before. It's so filling, protein packed, and if you struggle with constipation, let me just tell you, like, it's gonna get that digestion going. While I eat this, I also like to pull out my schedule for the day and just kind of look over what I have already written down for the day, and then I'll add anything that I have maybe forgotten. And it's good to kind of look over it so I could see how I can manage my time better throughout the day. I'll usually have to respond to emails, film, edit my videos. This is a time where I'll also add anything that I might have forgotten. And now I'm going to work, and I'm gonna work till 5 p.m. Do everything that I need to do. If you guys didn't know, like, this is my full-time job. I create content for a living. It's such a blessing because it's allowed me more flexibility in my schedule. I create beauty content. I have for a few years now. Now I'm also doing lifestyle and faith-based content for you guys on YouTube. Honestly, my YouTube followers are like, y'all are my favorite, for real. Nothing is more satisfying than checking off all the little tasks that I've done. And now it's time to relax. And eat, of course. It's dinner time. And what are we eating? Meal prep. Why? Because we want to save money and we want to stick to the diet. So, taking out my meal prep dinner. If you've watched my videos, you know this is one of my go-tos. Honey glazed salmon with sweet potatoes and some type of green beans or asparagus. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I be eating this all year round, but because it's fall, it just hits different. Flavors of it, sometimes I'll add a little cinnamon to the sweet potatoes. It's just, use this time to kind of relax, decompress a little bit, and honestly just turn my brain off. Now that we've calmed down a little bit after the workday, we're gonna work on things that are more longer term goal things, like doing the courses, or for me, like I want to work on my art, so I'll take this time to do that. Really take this hour and a half to focus on other things that you want to do. At 7 p.m., I'm going to start packing my stuff for the next day and prepping it. This is just going to make everything so much easier for me in the morning. Just prepping my gym bag, gotta charge up my headphones. I also like to prepare my gym clothes for the next day. Then I'm finally going to get ready for bed. And this is like the most romantic, amazing part of my day because, girl, I've set the mood for bed. Really get in that chill mode. If you want to sleep early, romanticize your night routine, because if you make it like this, like the way that I do it, it's gonna make you want to stay inside and just relax. Put on the cutest little pajamas. I get excited to go to bed. From 8 to 10, I'm gonna journal. Like I said, daily journaling is something I really emphasize because it helps ground me and kind of like put to rest the things that happen during the day. I'll take this time to pray, read the Bible. I could read other faith-based books. At 10 p.m., I'm gonna go to sleep. I know by the end of the year, if I keep this routine up, I'm gonna be on a different level. I just know it. I'm so excited to watch you guys lock in for this season. I'm like your big sister right now. It's time. You deserve a better life. I literally want better for you guys. So please, like, just love yourself this season. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, if this is too much, like, add a habit little by little. I really hope this was helpful for you guys. I love you guys so much. I want the best for you. Get on your stuff. See you guys.